Seriously? To pee. Hey friends, my name is Kristen Sarah, and if you're new to the channel, welcome to this incredible community. On this channel, you will find everything to do with travel, adventure, tiny home living, traveling with a dog, traveling with a partner, traveling solo, travel, how to travel, no matter your lifestyle or budget, traveling pregnant, and eventually traveling with a baby, and all the traveling other blank things in between. I am pregnant. I am currently 19 and a half weeks pregnant. By the time you watch this video, I'll be halfway. I'll be at my 20-week mark, and it's very exciting. And I'm gonna tell you all about what it's like to be pregnant. I love being pregnant, and of course I'm gonna be talking about the shitty parts of being pregnant because they exist, but I love being pregnant. I love that my body is able to make a human being. It's making toes and fingers and hearts and brains and maybe penises or vaginas, don't know yet, but it's making a human, and it's made a whole new organ. It just knows what to do, and to me that is so fascinating. I'm getting chills, goosebumps from it. To be able to be someone who can do that and to go through it and to feel it, my body change and mentally change, physically change. It's an incredible journey, and that is why I love being pregnant overall. I guess you guys probably want to see my bump. My bumpity bump. This is my bump. This is my little bean. Right now it's the size of a mango. Oh, mangoes. You know what's funny is that every week I have an app, it's called Bump, and it tells you what your baby is the size of, and it's always food. It's always like a Nutella jar, or a banana, or a mango, or a pineapple, and I just want all this food. It's like, it's teasing me, damn it. So how am I feeling right now? I'm feeling like so ecstatic and so full of energy, but it wasn't always this way. Second trimester, which is what I'm currently in, I have so much more energy. I feel like myself. There are some pains, specifically back pains. I do have a nerve pain happening right now. That is not very fun. But I'm doing some yoga and stretching and hopefully go to an osteopath so we can get realigned and fix that baby up. Generally, I just feel good. I feel energetic. I feel like myself, but also super cool because I'm making a human. I do feel out of breath a lot. Even me talking right now, I can feel like I need to take a deep breath. You get out of breath a lot. The littlest things, walking upstairs, walking down the street, talking, you get out of breath. I feel more hungry than usual. I just want to eat all the time, but then like there's a lot of things I just don't want to eat. So then it's like hard to figure out what I want to eat because I'm hungry.
Kristen, you hungry?
I'm so hungry.
What do you want to eat? You want Thai food?
No.
How about Indian?
No.
Chicken wings?
Oh, no.
Burgers?
No.
Italian food?
No.
McDonald's?
Oh. No. Nope. As a person, how do I feel? I feel the best, the most beautiful, and the sexiest I've ever felt. And for me, that feels like freedom. It feels spectacular to feel that way because I've always had issues with my body and feeling like it's overweight and not perfect, and my thighs are too big, and I have a stretch mark here, and my stomach's never flat, and always criticizing myself. And I'm growing. My belly is growing, and things are changing, but I've never felt more beautiful because I am understanding and getting to see and feel what I'm capable of, what my body's capable of, and it's absolutely incredible. Female body is just like, poof. Also, boobs, they're getting big too, and I love it. They're no more just like a handful, it's like 2 handfuls, 2.5 handfuls, and they just keep going. My relationship, how has that changed with my husband? He is the best human being, and I'm so fortunate to get to share my life with him, but also that he's the father of my child. And we've been together for 13 years, over 13 years, almost 14 years, and since high school, and I've never loved him more. I can imagine, like, when I see him hold our child, I'm just gonna die. Okay, so how did I get pregnant? Well, there's a penis and a vagina, and then they like... Well, we all know that, I hope. If not, ask your parents. Well, we weren't trying, but we weren't not trying. We weren't using protection for about a year and a half. Yes, a year and a half. Because at that point, we were like, if we get pregnant, we get pregnant. That's something that we want. We just thought, let's have some fun and see what happens. But it took a year and a half. But it was a year and a half of not tracking. I tracked, I think, 2 months. And by that, I mean, like, I used the ovulation strips. And then as the time went by, I'm like, that's pretty, like, weird. Like, we still haven't gotten pregnant. Can we get pregnant? Does your body work? Does my body work? Can we do this together? I ended up going for an ultrasound for something else. And they told me that they saw cysts on my ovaries. And then one doctor said I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. And I'm like, I don't think I believe you. Because I have no other symptoms of it. But I thought, you know what? I am not getting pregnant. I knew I was traveling like crazy in and out of different time zones, nonstop, for years. Just like through that year and a half, we were going crazy nonstop. And at this point, we had finally set ourselves in California for a few months. And I thought, okay, I think that's gonna be our time to like our body's gonna like get used to the time zone and being in one place and like kind of calm down and start maybe to like be in sync with itself again, right? And not just like, what's going on? I also thought possibly that my hormones are off balance. Like, what are some natural ways that I can take that will help with that? So I started looking things up and found that caffeine, and I drink a lot of coffee. I love coffee. Messes up your hormones, or it can. So I stopped drinking coffee. I also started taking maca. I put maca in my smoothies every morning, and maca is a wonderful supplement. It's like this power food that comes from Peru, and the Peruvian people believe that it helps with fertility. So I started taking that and trying to get more sleep, 8 hours a night, drinking more water, being more active, being more relaxed, doing yoga, meditating, and bam, when I was doing all that, got pregnant. When we found out we were pregnant, we were actually on a trip. We were on a trip back to Ontario, which is where we come from. But we had just done this crazy winter activity campaign with Ontario Tourism, and I had gone snowboarding, and I was ice climbing and doing all this crazy adventurous stuff. And I was pregnant at the time. And on our last night, I took a pregnancy test because I was late, which is typical for me. But I thought, let's just try. Let's see what happens. And one came back positive. Faint line, but it came back positive. I did another one. Said pregnant. I was in the washroom, and Sia was right next to it in the bedroom, and I walked out with the stick, and I was like, I'm pregnant. I'm gonna pee on another stick to make sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm pregnant. So I did that. That came back pregnant. 2 sticks. And we were just like, oh my God. Kind of just like sitting there feeling like, I can't believe this. We work. Our parts work. It worked. It happened. And then thinking like, oh my God, all of our travels this year that we already have planned, like, do we have to stop them? What are we gonna do? Our future, like, how is it gonna affect us? Like, all these thoughts like went through our mind, like the Airstream, where are we gonna live? Like, what are we gonna do? And then we just kind of took a deep breath and we're like, we're pregnant. We're gonna have a baby. Like, we are so pumped to have this little human that we get to travel with and spend life with, and it's a mix of both of us, and it's gonna have such a great adventurous life. It's so exciting. So let's talk about the first trimester. First trimester is up until the 12-week mark. That was, for me, pretty rough. Not as rough as some other women. Gas started in first trimester and continues today. Like, your body's just so relaxed, it just like lets it all out. Also feeling nauseous, like morning sickness all day long. I never vomited, but I felt like I had car sickness. You know that feeling when you're in a car and you're like reading something and all of a sudden you feel like nauseous, or being on a boat that's rocking all day long for like 5 weeks. From the 5-week mark to the 12-week mark. Indigestion, some acid reflux, which I deal with normally. Constipation. Being tired is like this completely new level of being tired when you're pregnant. Peeing. You pee so much when you're pregnant. At least I do. Like every 20 minutes. I did have some spotting in the first trimester for a day. That kind of freaked me out, and I went and got an ultrasound done. Everything was fine, and then it went away. First trimester is also when you get your prenatal testing done to make sure the baby is good, it's healthy. Cravings, oh my goodness, I had so many in the first trimester, like every day. Sia was getting to the point where he's like, can you please like have the same craving at least every day instead of something new every day, which is what happened. One day I would want like sauerkraut, one day I'd want ice cream, one day I'd want mangoes, one day I'd want oranges. Except every day I want oranges. Nutella, chips, potatoes, pickles. That was my weirdest. I think just like fermented stuff like sauerkraut, yogurt, like kefir, dandelion soup. Oh my God, with like olive oil, really good for constipation. Yeah, chocolate milk, strawberry milk. So many cravings, guys, so many cravings. Now in second trimester, I don't have as many cravings. I just always want oranges, orange juice, and oranges like every single day, and I have so much of it. Oh yeah, juicy goodness. Also prenatal vitamins, I'm taking them. Absolutely, it's so important when you're pregnant to take prenatal vitamins. You need those extra vitamins, you need that folic acid. You want a healthy baby. I have had the bad, I've had the good. But overall, I love being pregnant. I love it more than I ever thought I would, just because I'm so fascinated with my body and what it's doing, and I just feel super beautiful with this beautiful bump. I'm making life. What are you making today? I'm making a baby. Now moving forward for the rest of this pregnancy, let's talk about that. I will be giving birth back in Ontario. It's where my family's from, where Sia's family's from. We have a lot of friends that we've grown up with there. We wanted to be around those people for the baby when it's born, for the support, or when after it's born. So that's where we'll be having it. Will we be finding out the gender? That is like the most common question everyone asks, online, in person. And no, we're not gonna find out until the day it is born. Incentive to push. Am I afraid of giving birth? Yeah, a little bit. I want to have it as natural as possible. Like don't want to have any medicine. I want to push it out naturally. I have midwives, but I've decided to still go to the hospital to have the baby instead of at home, just because it's my first and I'm just being safe. I don't know what's gonna happen. My favorite part of pregnancy so far has been feeling little flutters from the baby and hearing its heartbeat. Knowing that like that's the baby moving is so cool. I really love those moments. I also love waking up every morning and seeing that my belly's bigger. I'm like, awesome. I hope you enjoyed this bump date. If you want me to do more of these videos, please let me know by leaving a comment below. I want to share as much as possible of being pregnant and being a traveler and just what it's like for being a pregnant traveling woman. If you guys have any questions, please leave them below as well. And if you're pregnant, let me know. How are you feeling? Where are you at? What week are you at? What are you most excited for? What are you craving? I want to hear from you guys because I know there's quite a few of you who are part of this community who are also pregnant, and it's so fun that we get to do this together. So I want to hear from you guys too. And until next time, actually next time we do a bump date, this baby's gonna be a lot bigger. Gets bigger every day. Baby love, I need you. Oh, how I need you. I'll never get sick of you, Orange. Never.